This is the Provo River, not far below Jordanelle Reservoir. It's a tailwater. It's late April. A few little Baetis hatching, little tiny mayflies, and we're fishing. It's a really bright day. Tough, bright day, but we're catching them. Not many of these fish are rising, so I'm fishing under. Fishing with a tiny little Baetis nymph and using a bounce rig and sinkers on the bottom. Got another one on there. You can see it, there's another cloud in the sky. Gotta play them kind of careful with these small flies. Get him in a little bit closer here. It's like it's the middle of the day here. The sun's really high. We're not putting shadow on the fish because the sun is almost straight overhead. These fish here are used to people, so they don't spook too easy. They're hard to fool though. They know what a fly is. And he's got one. He's ran a lot of line out on him. Have to play them careful with these tiny hooks. They're like size 20, size 22 little Baetis nymphs. Dan likes to try a lot of other different. He really likes to try sawbugs, but sawbugs weren't very good today. I think he caught one or two on sawbugs. Keep some pressure on them. I've shortened the fight in all cases here. It took a lot longer to land all these fish. They're not big fish, but the tiny hooks. You can play them hard and maybe rip the hook out of their mouth. It's not good. Damage the fish. The water's not running. The water's still a little bit high. It's a little higher than the winter flow, but it's not. They're not ramping it up for very much irrigation yet. They will though in a month or so. They'll run a lot more water down. There's another one. These fish are about 15, 16, 17 inches. See, there's not a cloud in the sky. You would think you couldn't catch a fish at all. The thing was, it was a sparse hatch, and so they're quite happy to see something come down. Especially they were taking the nymphs down deep, and so it was actually pretty good fishing, all things considered. Really nice day though, pleasant. Tough. I apologize for the video because there's a lot of contrast, but I just wanted to show you what it's like. That you can catch them on a really bright day, but I'll take a rainy day anytime, or a cloudy day. Cloudy days and rainy days are better for video too, of course. Dan's going to help me land this one. Slippery rocks there in that particular spot there. They're about the size of basketballs. It's hard to operate there. And now we're down towards the lower end of the pool here, and Dan's fishing a dry fly. Well, he's got a fish on, but he was casting dry flies. He's standing there by the edge there. there's a little bit of a ledge of gravel there that you can stand on in low water. When the water comes up, you can't be there. Not a big fish, but Dan really enjoyed catching this one.
Right there. Well, Jim's guiding me today because I left my vest and net at the house. So every time I need a piece of tippet, I have to ask Jim. At least he's not tying my rig for me, but I have to have tippet. I didn't have weights. I don't have indicators. So, but anyway, Jim's been wearing them out on the bounce rig, and I tried earlier, and it's just like they're slow. And so I said, well, I see fish on top. Let's try to get some on top. So I've been trying the little blue wing olives, and there are a few coming up. It's been fun to watch them. They're coming out of the really deep, and you can watch them come all the way up and take them. So the hatch is started, and so even though it's a bright day, it's going to be a nice day. I'm going to get rid of this jacket here in a minute. It's going to be a nice warm day, but I think the fishing is going to be a little tough. But we're catching fish on the bottom. We're catching fish on top. So it's going to be a fun day. You know, since I left all my vest and all the things that go in the vest at home, I don't have powder for the flies. And so what I've been using is just this dust and dirt. And I've just been putting this dust and dirt on here, and it's actually been working pretty well. But everybody knows that birds take dust baths all the time, and that keeps their feathers clean. And I know my two cats at the house, every time they go past a patch of dry dirt, they'll drop and roll in it. It's like they can't resist. And so actually, dirt's actually pretty good for drying things and getting oils off things. So if you forget your powder, and if it's a dry day like this, just put some dirt on there, and it's actually working pretty good. Jim said he had an extra powder, but I said I don't think I need it today. I'm just going to use dirt.
Well, you can't say that we don't show you things to save you money. Well, I've got another one on here. We're getting ready to shut down and go home. We've caught enough fish, and we could stay longer, but we're satisfied.